Okay, so what's the difference between that lesson and the lesson before?
Visuals.
Visuals.
I mean, visual cues.
Visuals. Wow.
Visuals with the words too. Not just a visual, but
Visual with the words.
with words.
And were you guys more comfortable speaking?
Yes.
Yes. And some of your tones, pretty good. I was really impressed, really impressed. Anything else?
Felt more confident.
And so just a couple things I want to point out. You guys went here on your own. Mui and hai. 10 and 2, it must mean 12. And in Vietnamese, that is correct. So you use what you knew to count. Because in Vietnamese, and I think this is why, okay, this is totally a stereotype, but a lot of Asian languages, counting is a little simpler because we count with our 10 base. So 1 and 2 has to make 12. If I want to say 22, what I say is hi, mui, hi, mui, hi, 2, 10, 2.
Yeah.
So that's 22. And so you think about that in math. If you're already counting that way in base 10, doing math, that conceptual piece just comes because you know when I say 22, I need 2 10s and a 2. Where in English it's 22, and as our English language learner, what does that E mean? Like, if nobody taught you what that means, it is not as explicit. And your transferring was easier because I know you knew how to count in a different language, but you knew that already. So that transferring piece is fairly easy. You just need to know the different symbols for that.
So you would invite us to repeat after you with little inflections in your voice. Is that you or is that Vietnamese?
That's Vietnamese. We're a tonal language. So my other thing is the den here means vertex. But this back den with the little dot here, it means explore. So totally different, and you just change the tone, and it means a different word. Can you say it again? So den, and I pull the I down. Den, and this is den, just den. And so it's hard to tell if you're not. So my next, if I were to teach you my next thing, the next content piece is different shapes. We'll talk about cylinders and all different shapes. But the language piece is, because I had you say M. M means I, but it means I when you're talking to a teacher or somebody older than you. To show respect, you wouldn't talk I to each other. Because in Vietnamese, a lot of Vietnamese kids, they can look at you and they have to figure out, okay, what do I call this person? This person is a little older than me, but they're about my sister's age, so I call them this. I refer to them as this, and they refer to me as something else. So a lot of it, they know that it's very formal language, and you know that. But you wouldn't say, this is something you would say because you're younger than a teacher, or, well, not in this case maybe, because I'm younger, but for the most part, so you use that. So that's the next language piece I would like to teach you within the context of we're learning three-dimensional shapes. Okay, so because I don't want you to go out in the world and use the wrong I either to offend them, well, you would offend them, and so that I don't want that piece either. So that's kind of the things that you have to teach your students, for a sheltering piece, because especially when I'm assuming you're new Vietnamese speakers. Now you can count to 10, but you wouldn't know that unless somebody explicitly tell you, this is how you use I in this. So
we have that
connotation versus denotation.
Yeah.
Well, we have dude. Hey, dude, what's the answer?
Yeah. Yeah, you don't call your teacher, hey, dude. Yeah. Yeah. I would call Miss Mary, hey, dude, Ed. But thank you so much for being such a good sport. You guys, you're very good.